Thomas go. He's going to spend a couple minutes talking with Amy Lee, our first winner. Congratulations, Thomas, and I'll let him take it away. Here's your time with Amy Lee.
Hi, Thomas.
How you doing, Amy?
I'm good. How are you?
I won the grand prize. I got your guitar.
Where I can see it. That looks so good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was super psyched. I was like, yeah, I did talk to Amy, told my wife.
So cool. Where do you live?
Chesapeake, Virginia.
Okay, cool. Hi.
Wife.
This is the first one of these I've ever done.
Me too.
Oh, okay.
It's the first time I won anything, so.
Can't be.
But I was talking, and I was like, we were both talking, saying, you're really pretty, and your voice is just amazing. So.
Thanks. Thank you. It's cool to be able to, still make music and connect with people through music, or just, these days, we've been pretty isolated. I know that everybody has to some degree, but I'm starting to feel like I'm losing my brain. So it's nice to be able to see some faces that I don't see every single day. I love my son, I love my husband, but it's nice to see a new face.
Any tour plans?
Yeah, we're still planning to reconvene on our tour with Within Temptation, which is planned. It was supposed to be this spring in Europe, so it's going to be next fall, I hope. I think everything will be okay by next fall. I hope so. So once everything's like possible to really go back out there and start playing again, we've got some making up for last time to do, I feel like, especially now that we have all these new songs.
Been a while.
Yeah. Well, it's been a minute. I mean, now it feels like forever, but really just mainly because we thought we were going to be out there and then we weren't. So
yeah, you're coming to Virginia, right?
Always. It's nice to be close to home. Yeah, we love touring everywhere, but it's cool to be in the States where we can just, see our family. We've all got family all over the country. So it's sort of like a reunion tour when we tour the US. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Where are you?
Chesapeake, Virginia.
No, that's awesome. Oh, of course. I keep asking people where they're from. It's like, well, obviously they're all from the same town. Duh. Wake up.
Okay.
This is why I'm on my second cup of coffee. I'm here at the house, and I was like, my home coffee is not strong enough. I have to go down the street and go through the drive-thru.
Well, first of all, thank you for doing this. It's very gracious of you to do this with your fans.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. It's a nice way to.
Yeah, thanks for giving me a little outlet to do something different for a minute.
Yeah,
I haven't done this before. This is cool.
Well, I was really shocked when I got the phone call the other day saying I won.
Cool. Gotta feel good. Anything positive right now. It's good to win something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys holding up okay?
Yeah, we're doing okay. Yeah, we're doing fine. Nothing exciting. My husband's working from home. My son's doing virtual school.
Yeah.
But
that's a lot.
But I do want to say, the first thing I ever heard, of course, was Bring Me to Life. And I remember when I heard the song, I remember telling my husband, I was like, you've got to hear this song. I never heard anything quite like that on the radio before.
That's cool.
Your voice is so beautiful and so haunting. It was amazing. So, of course, when you came to Portsmouth years ago, which Sean was talking about in that interview, I was at the same show when you were playing with Seether. That was an amazing show.
Cool.
It'd be nice to see you again on tour.
We'd love that. As soon as we're able, we're going to be out there in full force for sure. As we've been making the music the whole time, it's just been like, oh, I can't wait to play these live. So we're looking forward to it. And you guys are always on the list. So
that'd be great.
Be around.
Now, I was curious. I know you said on this past interview that you've been collaborating with other people. Is there anybody, you may not be able to say because you've already done it now and you can't reveal it, but is there somebody that you've always wanted to work with, you just haven't had that opportunity yet?
Like just a person, I haven't. Actually, I have always been pretty like hyper wrapped up in my own music, and not like dreaming of collaborating. Like I love other artists and I consume their music, and just love it and fall in love with it. It's not normal for me to go, ooh, I want to do something together if I don't like have a specific idea and then there's something this other artist can do that I can't do. And then there's a reason. So I there are people that I would love to work with, but to be honest, this past a little more than this year, but lately has been my real just like mind and ideas and the enjoyment of collaborating with other bands and artists like that has really just been blooming. I am enjoying it. It's been something that, especially during this time when everybody's apart, feels really good to connect creatively, because it's just deeper. There's just this deep thing that happens when you make something together, even if you're like in the kitchen. I miss being with my family and cooking, like cooking at Thanksgiving. I'm gonna miss. That's gonna suck. When you and I made a family with, I made an album with my family. We made a kids album a couple of years back. And I remember saying when we were doing it, it was so special, and we'll always remember it in a really cool way, because normally like at even like the holidays, like when we get together, we mainly just kind of sit around, like, hang out, work. Nobody has to do anything, watch a lot of movies, but to have to focus together and all pour into something together and be a part of a project, it feeds your soul. And making music with other artists that I can't be near. Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Or even just like see, on the road or whatever. Us being able to have that connection has been really cool. So.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Where's your dog?
Come here, Rocky. Rocky, come here. Come say hi to Amy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Hi, Rocky.
See you, little. He doesn't want to come in.
Rocky.
He must have heard something outside. I'm sorry. It was bad timing.
My cat was named Rocky for Rocky Raccoon.
Oh, okay. Well, he's Rocky for Rocky Balboa because I'm from Philly.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
First, I of course like to thank you for taking time out to do this, to meet with us. I know we are grateful for that. I'd also like to say, in my opinion, I think you're one of the greatest female rock vocalists of all time. I've always kind of felt that.
Thank you.
And you've also, you've been a really big part, I'd say, of the soundtrack of my life. I think we all kind of have those songs throughout our life, depending on where we're at or what's going on. And many of your songs have been a part of that for me. So I'd just like to thank you for that as well.
Oh, that's incredible. Thank you.
Your songwriting, of course, has always been amazing. And you're, of course, a great vocalist, musician. You got so much going on.
Thank you.
And of course, we miss being able to come see you in person, because it's it's such a different experience, of course, as you well know, in person, as opposed to just hearing it on the radio, internet, or whatever. But
for sure,
I was kind of curious. What is it that Amy Lee would be doing, you think, if you weren't a singer? I mean, do you see yourself doing anything other than what you're doing now or what you've been doing?
It's hard to imagine it not being like a part of creating something. Like things that I really enjoy. Honestly, I love animation. I love art. And I always have like it's really funny because I'm, too old to watch cartoons, but as a 38-year-old, like when I really look at it and force myself, like, what's your favorite show, like, of all time? It's animated.
Right.
It's Adventure Time. That's my favorite thing.
Okay, right.
Like you have a chance to take, I don't know, to use a different media to get things across. So like and I love painting and things like that. I don't know that I could make money being a painter.
Right.
I'm not good at it, but I can see myself being part of some kind of a production team or something, like being part of creating something.
Okay.
It'd definitely be creative, creating something interesting, like, I don't know, visual or whatever. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I also appreciate the fact that recently you've kind of, I think, been willing to kind of come out and kind of represent what you believe from a, I don't know, whether political standpoint and even spiritually, because I know it's not easy for any of us, especially someone who's in the spotlight, as you are. And I've kind of, I've been thinking about that and wondering, what happened to us having the ability to disagree and still be friends? It's like,
I agree. Yeah. I feel like that's
so
been taken
difficult
from us a little bit. Like, we're not so different. It's been made like we're so different, but that's just not, You know,
Right.
we shouldn't be as divided as we are. That's the biggest crime. I'm with you on that completely. And I think too, like, speaking your mind doesn't have to be with a middle finger in the air.
Right.
Because that's not how you're ever going to get anybody to go, oh, okay. I
They
think I'll
listen,
speak
right?
my mind.
Yeah.
Since you
They're
said
not
it's
gonna
so
listen.
loud.
Right.
We should be able to listen and talk.
Exactly. So I just really appreciate that, because I know, again, I'm sure you've had plenty of detractors and nasty comments and things coming. And I know you've probably had a lot of positive things as well. But I know, when someone in your position speaks out for those things, it puts you in a pretty tough position. So
Well,
I just
I
thought that was
appreciate that. I
pretty
really do.
courageous.
And, it's funny. Like, we're all kind of famous now.
Right.
Like,
Right.
we all have the ability to be in
Right.
the entire world, really, if we want to be.
Exactly.
On some level. So everybody be careful. Watch your back.
Exactly.
How's it going?
Hey, Amy.
How are you?
I'm still in Chesapeake too.
All
I had to
right.
come outside. My computer wasn't working inside, so I hope I don't get a phone call.
Everybody's on the internet today.
And yeah. So, but that's great. I love their music, especially when FM99 plays that "Bring Me to Life" song.
Thank you. You're not tired of
But
it yet?
I turned that one.
You're still jamming.
No, I turned it up loud. I turned it up loud and singing, and I can't sing a lick.
I love it.
But did you ever do any singing classes when you were young, or do any talent contests?
I did. Okay, so I was really into choir in school. I was in the chorus when we were in junior high, and then I took it more seriously in high school and did, like, all region, all state competition stuff. But that's more about, like, blending your voice in with other voices. But I loved that. I went to college for a second. I actually in Tennessee, where I've ended up now. And when I was there, I did have, like, some vocal lessons for the time that I was there one-on-one with someone. And it was really cool. It was funny because I told her, I don't know, you probably don't care about choir stuff, but being an alto or a soprano is like a personality choice. The sopranos, like, want all the attention and do the easy parts, but get all the fame and glory. And altos are like the real deal girls, like singing the low part and doing all the harmonies and tricky stuff underneath them. So I was an alto. That was my identity. And I remember going and having lessons with that vocal coach in college. And she was like, "You're not an alto. You're just a lazy soprano." I was like, "Oh, how could you call me lazy?" So then it became like singing higher and, like, pushing myself to, like, go for it, which now I can't escape. I just have the worst problem writing songs, and they just get higher and higher and making it so hard for myself.
Yeah, you sure put out some lyrics. I tell you, that's a hell of a voice.
Thanks. I appreciate that a lot.
Have you been inspired by your son to write new music?
Yeah. Just going through the experience of becoming a mom was extremely inspiring to me. Do you have kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many?
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
I got 3.
3.
But they're all grown.
But it's awesome, right? I mean, they drive you nuts, but they're also awesome, right? Like, the whole thing, like,
Oh yeah.
it's life. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it is. They are the 3 different personalities.
Yeah. That's awesome. Are you kids?
Are y'all gonna get back together, Evanescence, or?
Yeah, we're doing it. We're we're finishing the album right now. So I've already gotten together with the band and we've recorded their parts. I'm just sort of finishing it up, doing vocals, got some strings happening, finishing it up. So couple of months it'll be out. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be good.
After Christmas.
Yeah. But we're releasing songs kind of one at a
That'd
time.
be great.
We'll release something in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think I said that. I read that on the bio online. I had to look it up a little bit.
Okay. Well, thanks for caring.
So,
and
but
listening.
that's great.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. So just take care of that voice. You do any treatment for that voice? Do any gargling?
I should. I haven't been lately. I've been like slacking completely.
Really?
Yeah. I used to. I
All
drink
that
tea.
coffee. All that coffee.
It's chugging the coffee. It's the worst. Terrible for my voice.
Well, thank you, Bobby. I hope you enjoyed your time.
There you go. I see it.
Bye, Bobby. Thanks for talking to me.
All right.